Yeah, nobody has encyclopedias anymore unless they're like collector's items, I would imagine. Like,
I have that encyclopedia of sorts. The Phrenology book I send you guys screenshots of.
Dude, he sends us these pictures from the pages of his Phrenology guide, and it'll be like an untrustworthy nose. And it's a man.
That sounds.
Have you seen that? Let me grab
a book. Is that
I bought this for like $60. It's like a
old or new?
Taylor loves this book.
It's really old.
Okay,
like
that's something like that is actually awesome. I love collecting old books, old like interesting books, like old encyclopedias from the 30s and stuff that have all these crazy articles. Love those. Also like to collect comic books, but that's a little bit less niche.
Yeah, I don't have no love of comics. I kind of wish I did, but growing up, I didn't know they existed.
It is called Vaught's Practical Character Reader.
Look at that book.
And it is a amalgamation.
Is it newly printed?
This is a newly printed version, but it's
original publication.
L.A. Vaught, circa 1859.
Jesus. Founder of Vaught Industries.
It's from, and so it's full of incredible gems that teach you how to interpret the complex world that we inhabit.
You have any examples of such?
I think we're about to see a good one here.
I'm hoping he has some dog ears.
Now,
can you make Taylor full screen?
Determine an unreliable mother, a genuine father.
It's so like he ripped off the back of her head and put it on his.
He's got like a bald. It's not just bald in the back. He's got like a lump back there.
Is it about
it's like
dip?
a tumor?
It's about
the dip in the bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it would indicate like a mental disorder, probably.
Yeah. See, and what he says about this is about the unreliable mother. This is a striking illustration. It will pay all to remember this head formation, and especially all men who would select wives who will make good mothers. Slovenliness. Why is one slovenly? Because his faculties of ideality, it's even like fuzzy in the book. Ideality, order, self-esteem, and approbativeness are weak. Positively nothing more true. Another kind of crying. There are selfish children who seem to cry but do not. Man, this is just insane.
Selfish children who want to cry but don't?
Who seem to cry, I think.
I
love the way they describe these old like diseases. Like you could have tumors or
what is that person?
Social idiocy.
That's just like the people from the freak show that have the pointy heads because it's a birth defect.
The Zika virus head.
Yeah. This says social idiocy. One may be strong intellectually and socially idiotic, as distinctly represented by this head and face.
Feeling really called out by that.
You know, the word when you call someone a pinhead, I think that's what you're referring to. I think they're referring to that genetic, like retarded people head shape thing, where their heads are pointy on top like a cone head.
The thinker looks just like the social weird person.
No, that's a completely different shape.
No, it's not.
Actually, that does play into his point that often the thinker is a social retard. Which you're gonna get something right when you're making.
I went to engineering school. That's absolutely true.
And look at this scary guy, and he put bold in his skull, so we know.
Plucky.
Fix this outline of head and face in your mind, because it shows a weak degree of all good qualities.
Wow.
That's what a good person looks like?
No. A weak degree of all good qualities. He's saying
that's the worst person.
That's a bad guy. You got to keep an eye on it.
It looks a little like Mussolini, if we're being honest, though, right?
And what did we learn about Mussolini? That he wasn't so chill.
Trains ran on time. Oh, my bad.
Did you see?
He was still Italian. There's no way they were getting it on time in places.
Did you see the people like somebody posted like this is what happens to fascists, and it was like Mussolini all massacred and hung and dead and everything.
He even gets racist.
And
get out.
That's a little I don't care for that.
Which line? What touches the line?
God damn.
As you can see from these drawings I've made.
Hey man, that was the state of science. This is like when washing your hands after surgery was like, ooh, look at the hoity guy.
Yeah, what are you fucking gay, dude? Washing
after
your hands?
Surgery. It's a little late.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Taylor. May not be a lot of science backing up those claims.
I mean, there's ear shape. Which ear shape are you?
Are you a selfish? I have a balance. I'm a candid ear. I have a candid ear. I'm going to let you know right now.
Is the one in the bottom left an elf ear? Why is it so pointy?
Yeah,
it says foxy.
What does the top center one say? I think that's me.
Masculine.
Hey,
It beats selfish, which also might be me.
Man, being a fucking scientist back then, it must have been so much fun. You just like see a guy with a fucked up ear, and you're like, I know what's going on here. you're a bad dude. You're a demon.
Dad, I tripped on the way home from school. Of course you did.
Now,
boy.
sometimes he's right,
years.
because I don't think anyone would argue that this guy has a surplus of vital magnetism.
What? in the
He's
fuck?
definitely deficient in vital magnetism.
The fact that he's measuring something that he's vital magnetism. Like, all right, I can figure out what that means. But
Dude, I
what the
can't
fuck does
believe
he
I
mean?
spent like $65 on this.
He looks like Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
Let's see.
Oh,
there
he
were
does.
Jesus
One is a
Christ.
genius, the other's insane.
The nose shape. What do you guys?
Oh,
what are
my.
you?
Oh, let's see what we've got.
I don't
see
think my nose
myself
looks
out
like.
there.
Maybe I think my nose is balanced. All these look crazy cartoon like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, these are
noses
cartoon noses. Like that's Chef Boyardee over there. What
I
the
think
fuck?
I'm either balanced, which is bottom near the right, or neutral, which is top near the left.
Oh, you're very balanced.
left
Woody.
is like
I'm
Gargamel.
seeing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got that balanced nose 1,000%. That's like they drew you.
I think
Okay.
look at this. That's where you keep the home country, family, and love sentiments.
What in the
God.
fuck is this book? What kind of fucking nonsense?
I
I
saw-
hope that this
I
guy was
literally
People believe
quacking a
this.
There was a still in a meme of one of these weird heads. This is like a couple of years ago now, and I saw it, and it made me laugh so much that I spent time tracking down this book, and I had to buy it off like a non-Amazon site, like some like historical reference site that was like, we do not endorse this. And I'm like, wow, really? Do you need to say that you don't endorse the ear-shaped book, you fucking retard? Like, obviously you don't. It's just fun.
Who's
It's
the
just-
publisher?
Me.
the White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan.
Maybe.
It
Unfortunately,
just
a lot of this kind of
was,
stuff was used for eugenics, racism, genocides, justification of a lot of terrible things, and maltreatment of people.
L.A. Vought was the publisher. It just has a picture of what the original
Self-published.
thing looked like.
Not a good sign.
Well,
It was
I think
also
that's
published in 1902.
Common then? Like you would self-publish this in the medical
Huh.
journal, sell your own books, travel from town to town, sell your phrenology books
Look
or
at
whatever.
Barker. Come
Um,
here, come on, find out what shape your head is and what it means. Yeah, I'm not buying it.
They did that. They
I
had like the
remember- No,
calipers.
you
They would
buy
like
this?
measure your head, right?
like Candy, in Django Unchained when he's got that old slave skull and he's like talking about like how it worked. Oh, that's a good scene. That's one of my favorite scenes from that movie. I feel like DiCaprio kind of takes that movie over when he comes into it. He's so interesting and diabolical.
Genuinely great movie.
Now,
But yeah,
something you might also know is that similar to dogs, narrow-headed men are not
Mhm.
threatening. Look at those photos. But he
Well,
says that
that's-
broad-faced men are threatening. Now, this seems to go against a couple of the other images we've seen thus far.
He is like Savage Americans and African Americans next to snakes.
The Native
maybe?
American looks like
What-
the Native American version of Kingpin. From
What I like is that,
Daredevil.
like, I guarantee this picture at the time was like wildly progressive, where he's like,
Yeah.
look, there's a wide-faced white man and a narrow-faced white man and a wide-faced non-white guy and a narrow-faced non-white guy. I'm gonna catch hell from the Klan over this. But it's true. There are broad-headed among every race. This guy just like the most misguided progressive of all time. That would be so funny. He's like,
Well, like that's the thing. Even the most progressive people now, in all likelihood, will be viewed as regressive in the future. It's sort of the nature of the system that's built into the word.
Yeah, the minor attracted persons are going to be welcomed into the fold any day now. Taylor and I can see it coming.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I-
I think that's
I
mostly a
pray
troll
not.
group.
I don't think
No, we see it coming.
Genuinely don't believe that's a real group of people. I
Flat
think
earthers
that's
are
a bunch of-
trolls.
You're telling me
Minor
Dr.
attract-
Disrespect is fake?
No, I'm
He's
not
re-
saying
he's
Is that what you're
real.
saying?
I'm saying the maps movement, people that fight for legitimacy of maps, the vast majority of that is fake. That's like a troll.
You are putting down the struggles of an aspiring pedophile and
Yeah.
Twitch streamer.
Everywhere. Aspiring pedophiles everywhere.
I did the
Alright,
best
here's-
video on
here's
Dr.
counterpoint.
Disrespect.
Sometimes you feel personally attacked.
What? I gotta open this up.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, god damn it.
Standard of laziness.
Man, this book rules. We gotta. Oh man,
I don't know
learn
about
something.
that
Pick
one.
yourself up one of these, folks.
I kind of want one.
It's fun. It's a fun little novelty.
What
Everyone
about-
I've shown this in real life has like found it hysterical
Do you
and
think
really
that a
interesting.
shirt would work? Like, could you make a shirt that's like funny, like a lineup of funny examples that aren't racist?
Yeah,
Like
or
I
we
like
could
the
do ones that are racist. The sky's the
Or-
limit.
We could do that too, I guess. I don't want to. I like that the noses are indicative of like trustfulness and trustworthiness and like loving being a good mother was a bulge was like a divot in the back of her head. It seems.
No, that was being a bad mother.
Yeah. I can only imagine that a bulge back there. I'm 14. Is that okay? Then let's keep it a secret. Oh,
This is
this
the
is your-
thumbnail I did for the.
Oh,
Dr.
this is your
Disrespect
thumbnail.
video.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got AI to
couldn't
make me
help.
some funny ones. I had because I thought it was funny to have him like in a lab coat as a real doctor treating children, like Dr. Disrespect pediatric medicine. So I went down a whole rabbit hole like that. No one else thought it was funny at all, though.
I like Dr. Kid Inspect. Kyle didn't think that was funny.
No, I didn't.
What about
Still
this is
don't.
anti-Semitic?
Good lord!
He's got a yarmulke bowl. What is going on over there on the right? Like I feel like
It's like he's got hair over the yarmulke, like he's trying to hide it.
Man, I've never seen a human being that looked like that.
Right?
I don't want to see a human being
of a
that looked like that.
shotgun like incident. Like, right? You ever see those guys who have been shot in the head and they live and they've got like huge pieces of their skull missing?
Yep.
But
There was
have
a guy
you
who grabbed.
considered what we see ghosts with?
What the fuck is that?
Fucking
That's
wish,
what
man.
what we see ghosts with.
That's like
Third
a
and
Guillermo
fourth
del Toro
eye.
monster. Get the fuck out of here with that. Why are there eyes?
This
in her
guy,
hairline?
this guy, like loses his mind as the book goes on. Like it's almost compared to this page, like 88. Page 1 is almost sensible. Like this guy, so yeah, I guess someone with a nose, ears like that could be a little shady. And now he's drawing human heads as balloons, saying aspiration above them.
That's okay. I don't even know
We've
what that
entered
has to do with anything.
Full Kafka-esque absurdism here.
It looks like what's that old book? It's scary stories.
Looks like a Dali
where there's
painting.
Yes, scary stories to
there-
tell in the dark.
yeah, it looks like the cover of that. It reminded me so much of that art style and that like creepy darkness.